The decision has been made, and I'm gonna quit because it doesn't align with my dream. And I discovered that my dream really is to change the world, to fix all the injustices that I see in the world, or at least try, or die trying. Like, the world doesn't need another basketball player. I want to fix things. I want to change the world in some way. Like, the world doesn't need another basketball player. And I think I'd regret laying on my deathbed and dying just being another basketball player and not making an impact in the world. I want to retire my entire family. I want to buy everyone their dream house, give them the best food, the best healthcare. I want to retire my future wife. She'll never have to work a job that she hates. For my future kids, give them the best education, the best childhood. They won't have any, like, I'll be able to afford, like, therapy and everything so I don't pass down my childhood trauma to them. And that's great and all. And I love basketball too, but basketball can't take me there. And everything that I want out of this life, sure, I could do it after I play basketball, but am I willing to delay 10, 15, 20 years of my life for my dream? No, I'm not. Because what is your life really? Life is time and energy. And if I'm investing so much time, so much energy, years of it, into something that isn't even going to align with my purpose, sure, it's my passion, but is it my purpose? No. Then I'm not willing to sacrifice for it. So really journaling all this, reading all those books, like, I know it doesn't seem like much, but okay, I was on this piece of paper for like 50 hours in the last month, at least, maybe 100 hours. I was like locking myself in my room, just writing all day, journaling, questioning myself, what do I really want out of life? And so I have a much better idea of what I want out of this life and what my purpose is. And so I'm really grateful for that. And I'll tell you a quick story. About 6 years ago, right before COVID, my family had some big fights, like conflicts and everything. And so we were living in Vancouver, like in Canada, which is where I'm right now. We were forced to move halfway across the world, or basically across the world, to Hong Kong, which is on the other side of the planet, away from like all my friends, all my family. Imagine being 9 years old, finally learning how to make friends and actually having a close-knit community that you could actually relate to. Like, my first best friends were the friends that I made in Canada, in this like primary school here. And living here, getting to experience it, this was my childhood. Like, this is where I learned about, like, oh, this is how money works. Like, oh, like the money system, like, oh, okay, so this would be like $20 or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Basically, this is the place that I called home and where I learned to grow up. And we were forced to move away because of family issues. And because of basketball and working really hard at basketball over the last 5 years in Hong Kong, it's provided me with an opportunity to come back where I haven't come back here to Vancouver in 5-6 years. And I just visited my old school yesterday and I saw my old classmates, like, they're all grown up now, which is kind of crazy, but they look exactly the same. And it was like a surreal feeling that basketball was able to bring me back to my home. I never thought I'd be able to come back so soon because of the family issues, but basketball is like an excuse to come back. So, and I think because of that, it's just a perfect place to leave basketball because it brought me back to where I came from. And it just feels like a perfect full circle moment. And I'm just documenting this, by the way. There's no lesson in this video. It's just me documenting my journey of like basically giving up my passion for my purpose. And yeah, now you know what I want in life. And that's just the start of it. After that, I'm going to try and, I don't even know, reform the education system or something. I don't know. I have one life. Why would I not try and do something crazy like that? So yeah, right now my biggest struggle is just finding something that I can help someone with. My dream is to retire my entire family. Obviously, that takes money. And I don't want to work like a 9-to-5 job building someone else's dream. So obviously, I have the internet, which is like leverage right there. And I have an audience, I would say. And so if I can find a common issue that everyone's struggling with, something that I can help someone with and get paid for that, and that allows me to retire my family and make sure my future wife doesn't have to work a job she hates, and make sure my sisters can go to whatever university they want. That's crazy. Like that's my dream. So if you want to help me, like, just let me know what you're struggling with in the comments and take a look at it, journal about it, see what I can help people with the most and see who I can inspire, see what my story, the lessons that I've learned throughout my life has given me, because really the lessons that I've learned and the struggles that I face, they're assets, right? Adversity, it's an asset because you get to share it, other people get to learn from you, and like, if I can make a business off of helping other people, and that allows me to give back to my family, that's like the best thing ever. And so, yeah, if you want to see that happen, you're literally witnessing the beginning of a story. I've been really stressed lately because I've been going back and forth between deciding, like, oh, should I quit or not? And like, is it worth it? Like, all these different things going on in my head. And I just don't want to live with regret, because regret is scary. But I don't think I'll ever regret sacrificing passion for purpose. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'll be 78 looking back on this moment and wishing I could have made a different decision. But what can I do? I'm 17. I have a rough idea of, I know kind of what I want out of life. So I'm going to chase it with everything that I have. I'm going to hunt it down. I'm going to get after it. And as always, you too, get after it.